You guys hungry? I am. I'm starved. Let's get something to eat, okay? Oh, hi. I was just talking to my friends about having some dinner. um, Go ahead and what we're going to do in this portion of the training is finish up what we started. We're going to link your autoresponder to your capture page and get you all set up and ready to rock in this part. And then you'll be able to begin placing ads and start rocking your business. And since you've got most of the work done now, this part's going to be fairly easy for you to complete. All right. So go ahead and finish up the training, and we'll be seeing you real soon.
Okay, we want to go to our toolbox here in this section. We want to go down to the tracker. And I already have that open here. But anyway, the tracker is going to help you shorten these long links and also track the traffic that's coming to them. As you can see, I have my affiliate link shortened here. I put it in the tracker. I suggest you do the same. What we're going to do is we're going to grab our capture page first and copy the link for that and put it in this tracker here. We're going to put the title so we can identify it as capture, just simply capture there. And then we're going to insert the URL, and you want to copy or right over that. You don't want that text remaining in that box with your page URL because it'll mess up your tracker. And then we hit create, and there we have our tracker link. And we're going to copy and paste this back to our work document. Go back. And there it is on your tracker page. And this is the link here also. It'll appear at the top of this. It gives you 3 different links that you can use. We want to concentrate on using the tracker link for now. And we're going to copy and paste that into our document. Save that for later. Your capture page URL is what you're going to be using in your ads most of the time. So this will help you track your traffic. And it'll show you your traffic statistics, location, your traffic sources, and you can share it from there. We don't have any traffic yet, so we don't have anything to show. But in any event, that's going to help us shorten that link and track our ads. We're also going to want to do this for our presentation page. We want to shorten that link up. We're going to copy this link. Go back to our tracker. Put the URL in. Again, we want to make sure that text is completely eliminated that's in there. And then we're going to put the title of our page in there, presentation page, so we can identify it later. And then we click the add URL button over here on the right and add that to our tracker, and it'll create the link. And we're going to go back. And again, this is our tracker link at the top here. And we're going to copy that. And again, we're going to paste that into our work document here. So we have that to use later. Now we're going to go to our autoresponder in our toolbox. And this is your all-in-one Profits response autoresponder. You see, I've got a lot of campaigns going here. I'm in the process of reworking this. But anyway, you want to put your campaign ID in this add new campaign. You want to put real income online. Then the campaign name would be the same. And then your email address would be whatever business email you want to use. I'm just going to copy and paste from one I have up here and place it in here. I'd also like to mention that you can download any subscribers that you have into a CBS file. Also, we're going to submit this and create this campaign. But to activate it, we have to go down, and here's our campaign down here at the bottom. To activate this, we want to hit go over here on the right. That'll allow us to add messages to this campaign and change some things, which we're going to do here really quickly. Now, your active campaign will always show up at the top of this screen, so you can make sure you're editing the proper campaign. And we want to come down here, and here is where you can edit the campaign. It'll say activate the campaign first, click go, and then click here to edit. We're going to click here on that here button. Now, this is the basics of what we set up for our campaign. Now, what we want to do with this sign up URL right here, this is where they're going to go after they've clicked on the submit button in your opt-in form. And we want to take them right to the thank you page. So we're going to copy this thank you page link, and we're going to put it right in this sign up URL box. We don't want to use the default. We want to use our own, and we're going to change that. Okay. And that will save that, thank you page URL there. Now, in the opt-in, where they confirm that they've opted into your list, we want to change this as well. And what we want to use is our presentation page link. We want to make sure that they've seen our presentation. If they didn't do it from the thank you page, we want to make sure they see it when they click their opt-in confirmation in the confirmation email. So we're going to take the presentation page, and we're going to use the shortened link so we can track the traffic. We're going to copy that, and we're going to paste it right in here in the opt-in URL box. Paste that, and then hit change to save it. And so we've saved that in there. And so we've got this set up now the way we want it. And now we're going to go back, and we're going to go and edit our autoresponder messages up here. Autoresponders, you want to hit edit autoresponders. And this brings you to your autoresponder page. And this is where you create the messages that are going to go out to those who have opted into your list. We want to get down here. The first thing you want to make sure you always do is this, where it says message type plain text or HTML enhanced. In this add new message field, you want to activate that HTML enhanced feature. You want to click on that. And when you do that, it's going to bring up an editor just like that. And this will help you edit and add, fix the fonts and so forth and add links to your message. Now back here where before we told you to set up, your name, email, and your links to your social media pages. We made up our own. And you want to make sure you've done that, so you can just copy and paste those to the end of your messages. Now, these are our starter messages for you. And we're going to copy the subject for the first message, and we're just going to paste it into that subject box. Okay. And we're going to set the interval to 0. In other words, we want this email to go out immediately after they've opted in. Now, we want to get down here and just copy the body of this entire message. I'm going to copy this, and we're just going to paste it in here. We're going to have to use, there we go. Just paste it in there, and you can scroll down and just make sure that these lines are all arranged the way you want them. Sometimes you might get an unwanted line break or something. And then we want to look at our presentation page URL. And where that's noted, you want to go to your presentation page, the shortened link we created, and you're going to copy that. There we go. We're going to copy this and take it, and we're going to paste it right back into that message. Okay. So we're just going to highlight this section where it says your presentation page, your URL. And we're just going to paste right over it. And that's your link. Now you want to, again, highlight this link and then go to this insert edit link button here. Hit that. And it'll pop up, and you want to put your link URL right in that box. Just paste it in there. Then in Target, you want to set open link in a new window. You want to do that for every link that you put in. And now you've got a live link. They click on that link in their email. It'll take you to their presentation, to your presentation page. Now down here in this ending section, your name, your email, and so forth, you want to go and just copy what you have created for this ending, like we did here with Mary Moneybucks. We're going to copy this, and we're just going to highlight and paste right over this template we have here. And of course, we've got, this expanded it a little bit more than we want. So, cause it's taking it right from our sample page, but we can fix this. There's the whole message. What you do is highlight it and then fix the font. And what we like to use is the Arial font right there. And then we want font size of 414 right there. Okay. And that will adjust all the type to that size. We still have this bolded. We want to unbold that. And there you go. And we have our message already set up and ready to go. And that'll go out because we have the interval set at 0. It'll go out immediately. Now, as far as these links to your social media pages, you can also add those links as active links if you'd like. You do the same thing. You paste that in the box, open link in new window again, and insert the link. And that'll make that a live clickable link as well if you want to do that. The other thing I forgot to mention, you want to maybe also include your physical business address at the end of all of this to keep in compliance with the CAN-SPAM Act. I generally add it in small print at the very end of my message. And there we have your first message. And we want to select that message, our first message. And I just always recommend that you go back and make sure everything is nice as far as print. Make sure everything is aligned the way you want it. You don't have any strange HTML code popping up or whatever. We're going to update the message. And there you go. Your first message is set up. Now we're going to set up the second message. And again, we want to make sure when we add a new message, we want to click this HTML enhanced box. The subject is always going to come up from the last message you added. You just want to change that. So we want to go down to our second message, copy the subject line, take it back and enter that in, paste it. Okay. And then we want to set this interval at 2. So 2 days after they've opted in, they'll get this message from us. And then we're going to copy and paste the body of this message, the whole thing. Going to copy that. And again, it's an easy process. We're going to paste that right into the body. And then, of course, you're going to go down and make sure that you put your presentation page link where it's noted in the template. Highlight that. Go back, grab your presentation page link again, just copy it, and just paste it right over there. There you go. And then you want to highlight that link and go up to your, I don't want that. You can copy it again if you think you need to, and insert and edit the link. And then just paste it in there again, and then put open link in a new window and insert it. And there's your live link. And then, of course, you want to go down here and you want to edit your contact information again. And then you're going to highlight all of this again and put Arial. And I like to use 414. And then we're going to add the message to our series. And now we've got 2 messages set up. And again, when we want to add our next message, we hit the HTML Enhance button again. And we want to replace that subject line again. So we get down and grab the subject line for our third message in the series. Just copy this again, copy it. Just paste that right in there. We want to set this to 4 days. 4 days after they've signed up, they'll get this email. And we can go down and just copy the whole body of this message again. And we're going to paste it into the body. Okay. Once again, you want to find that your presentation page URL note in your template and replace that with your presentation page URL that you created. Copy it. Paste it. Highlight it. Link it. Whoops, we don't want this. Link it. Paste it into that box. Again, always set the open link in new window and insert that link, and there's your live link again. And of course, you always want to get down and edit this area with your contact information. And then we're going to highlight all of this again, fix the font. Arial, font size 414. And then add that message. And then once again, we'll just go back and you just repeat the process. It's the same for every email you want to create in here. Very simple. I do suggest that if you're adding email messages at a later time, which you'll want to do, you want to save those to a document and get them all worked out first before you start working in here, because this can time out on you and you could lose your, you have to log back in again and start from scratch. It's best to have this all prepared in advance. And we're going to send this email out 6 days after they confirm their opt-in. We're going to copy this whole message again. Paste it in the box. Make sure that all the text is where we want it. I mean, you can edit the text from here. Make sure that you find, this prompt here for your presentation page URL link, and then go get your presentation page link, put it in there. We're not going to go through all that again. And then, of course, you want to edit the ending. And again, go back here, fix the font. Again, and then add your message. And this gives you a week to add other content to your email messages to your prospects and partners. And we'll get into that a little bit more later on. But creating content, additional content for your autoresponder. And again, you want to make sure that you fix that presentation page URL. Put your link in there and also edit this at the end. And you could do this, in advance, by the way, have that all set up and ready to go, from your work document when you add messages later. So there we are. We're all set up. We've got all our introductory messages ready to go here. Now, next, what we want to do is you might want to, in the future, is create a work document just like this with the introduction and the ending in it. And you can just fill in your subject matter in between those and then just copy and paste from there. Now, in your Promote tab, what I wanted to show you, if you go under here and you go underneath all these banners and so on and so forth, scroll down here, there are example solo mails here. In other words, these are sample templates that you can use to send to your prospects. But you can use this. There's 13 messages in here, and you can use these as work templates to help you construct messages. You would just edit the content of this, and for whatever subject you're addressing them on. And they make real good just base templates for creating emails. Really helps make the process simple. Now we're going back to our autoresponder here, of course. And what you want to do is under prospects, you want to go all the way down to HTML form. And this is where we're going to create the form for our prospects to opt in. We're going to use this in our opt-in page. Now, this branding text, just take that out. You don't need that. But you don't really have to do any editing here. We've already got this pretty much prepared. But what you want to do is you want to grab your thank you page URL right here. Okay. And up here where it says return URL optional, you want to paste that in there. We kind of set this up at the beginning, if you'll remember, but I want to make sure that this actually does what I want it to do. So I'm going to put that in there. So that when they click on that form, I make sure they're going to my thank you page, and I click generate HTML form. That's all you need to do. Now you're going to get a whole bunch of code here, but you don't need all this because we already have our form body in place. The only thing you need is right here at the end. Okay. Within this, we're going to copy it. I'm going to show you what we really need out of this text here. Let me scroll down here, and I'm going to put it on this page and expand it for you to show you what we need. You paste that there, and I'm going to blow this up. Okay. Okay. This is the end of that text. The only thing I need out of all of that text and this section here is these numbers that you see. User ID value equals, and then there's a set of numbers there. 68968. You see those? That's all you need is those numbers. It'll create a different set of numbers for you, but whatever numbers it gives you, you want to copy those. Okay. And what you're going to do here, we're going to leave this page. We're not really going to save. All we need is those numbers, and that's where they're located in the actual picture that you're going to see when you create this form. But this is all we need are those numbers. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to our splash builder. And what we want to do here, go to your splash pages. You want to get this capture page, right here that we created, the form page, the capture form. And we're going to edit this page. Okay. This is our capture form. Click on the HTML edit source button. Now, this may look like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but we're going to show you right where this is. We're going to highlight it here for you. It's right down toward the bottom of all of this code, right here. You're going to see user ID value equals AIOP AR value in there. And you're going to take those numbers. Okay. You can also find it in your page template here. So you know what you're looking for. Right here where it says value equals AIOP AR value and in the quotes. That's where you're going to put those numbers, is right in there. You're going to copy over that text and stick those numbers right in there. Okay. So when you come back up here, and you're going to see this right down here, AIOP AR value, you're just going to paste those numbers right over that. Okay. And you want to make sure you don't have any spaces between the quotes and the numbers again. And that's all you need to put in there. And then you're going to update that, of course. And you're going to update your settings to make sure everything is saved. And then I want you to click on view your splash page. And there you are. So we're going to test this form to make sure that it works the way we want it to. And I'm going to put in old Mary Moneybucks in here. And then I'm going to enter my email. I'm going to enter an email in there, paste that in there. Okay. And then I'm going to hit the sign up button to make sure this form works. Okay. And there we go. Takes them to our thank you page where they can click on that and watch the video. And that takes them right to your presentation page. And you're all set up and you want to, we'll test this button here for our All-in-One Profits link. Click on that. There you go. Everything's set up. You'll be ready to rock. So that's basically it. And you've basically got everything in place to start advertising and getting that together. Hooray for you. Okay. So we'll see you again in the further training videos and show you how to start advertising this and where to place your ads and so forth. And thanks for watching. Congratulations for getting set up, and we'll be talking to you again real soon.